Alright guys, this is my pack. It's an Osprey Aether 70. It's the extra large, so it's about 75 liters. My pack weight with food and water is going to be about 52 pounds, so not horrible for a week-long winter trip. Okay, on the outside, I have I think this is a High Gear Alti 1. It's basically a clock, compass, or electronic compass, altimeter, barometer, and thermometer. Has an alarm. I mainly use it just for convenience because while you're hiking, it's right there in front of you. It has the temp, and you can get altitude readings and whatnot fairly easily. Then I have a USGI compass pouch, and that has the Caminga military and static compass in it. I already showed you one trekking pole. I carry another one with me. I typically don't use it because I have my dog on leash in the other hand, but I usually have it with me. Sometimes I use it in combo with my tarp to help put it up in different configurations, as well as if you're crossing some faster moving water. It's nice to have another contact point for stability. On the front, I have the silver thing there. You can kind of see that is a car sunshade. I'm a hammock camper. I'll get into that a little more in a few minutes. Next I have this is a REI dog dream bed. It's for my dog. Obviously it's basically a Thermarest sit pad with a Cordura and fleece cover on it. I use it as a sit pad in camp, and she sleeps on it. Alright, let's open this girl up. Alright, right under the top lid I keep my ECWCS military Gore-Tex pants, rain pants, snow pants. Just bear with me here, I'm using my iPhone, so I gotta hold it in one hand. I have a soft-sided, well, kind of soft, Nalgene bottle and a titanium cup that nests around it. I have the Moore's 8-cup, 1.8 liter bush pot. It has a bail handle as well as butterfly handles. It has an aluminum lid. Pull the lid off here. Inside it, I have my bandana. I have my MSR XGK EX stove, the fuel pump, a little aluminum base to put the stove on in the snow so it doesn't sink down, and then on the inside here I have a windscreen. This is a windscreen I made myself. It's just made out of an oven liner that you can buy at any grocery store or dollar store, and on the bottom is a piece of 18 gauge wire. If you see it, I kind of have it crimped in there. It lets it hold its shape a little better. This is a windscreen you can make for probably $1 or thereabouts. And then just the bandana, and that all fits nice and snugly in my Moore's pot. Alright, next thing I have is this is a World War II British Army ragwool sweater. You may have seen these around. These are nice. They're very warm. They're nice and thick, and they're pretty durable. If I find I'm getting kind of cold while I'm moving, like I said, I normally use just the Kathleen 3 in that Columbia shirt. I'll put on the sweater, and then I'm good down to -15 or so while I'm moving. Alright, my next item for camp. This is a waxed cotton down jacket. It's an LL Bean jacket. This is my main insulation layer for camp. It's a little dark here, sorry about that. It's just a wax cotton down. It's, I think 550 fill. With this and just a Kathleen 3 on, I'm good down to about 10-15 degrees. If I add in the wool sweater, I'm good to well below 0. My food bag, a week worth of food. I have all kinds of meals. I get some beef jerky. I have, some dark chocolate candy, hot cocoa, coffee, tea, soups, a whole assortment of stuff. If it came down to it, if this was a real bug out and I was carrying this amount of food, I could easily ration it out to probably 2 weeks, maybe a little further. But I like to eat, so I have a lot of food. That's probably the heaviest part of my pack right there. Next thing I have some Sierra Design down booties. These are for camp only. This is a luxury item. Obviously, I don't have to take them, but I find it's really nice to get out of your kind of damp boots and put these on in camp. They're very warm. Normally, they only come with a little Cordura sole with these little black little nylon dots on it for traction. So really the traction sucks and they're not very waterproof. So what I did is I took some silicone caulk. As you can tell, I kind of rubbed it in all over that Cordura sole on the sides and the bottom. Then I came back and just put a bead of silicone again, and it gives you a lot of traction, and this is durable. I can't even, I'm trying to scrape it off and I can't even pull that bead off. So it stays on really good, and it makes your sole completely waterproof, more durable. They'll last a lot longer, and you don't have to worry about when you're walking around camp. You're not gonna you can stay on the snow. Whereas if they weren't covered, they'll eventually wet through, which is a pain in the ass. Okay, next thing is my hammock. Like I mentioned, I am a hammock camper. This is a Warbonnet Blackbird 1.7 double layer hammock. Let's dig out the next item here. I have a small, well, not small, stuff sack full of all of my extra and camp clothes. I have a pair of thick Smart Wool mountaineering socks. Those are for camp only. And then I have an extra pair of Smart Wool trekking socks. I have another Panasonia Capilene 3 shirt for camp to change into something dry. I have a pair of OR Flurry gloves. These are a wool acrylic blend. I really like them. I got them on clearance, I think, for like $5, but I'm very happy with them. Very warm and durable. Next thing is I have a pair of Capilene 2 long johns. I have a Smart Wool balaclava. I have a Smart Wool beanie. And then one of my favorite items that I've ever bought are my Cabela's down pants. These things are freaking awesome. They're incredibly warm. They only weigh about like 8.5, 9 ounces. And they only cost about $60 compared to a lot of other companies wanting to charge, close to $200 for a pair of down pants, or synthetic pants for that matter too. So $60 compared to $150 plus, I think they're a good deal, and they're only about an ounce or two heavier. I have a small pack towel. Well, it's not small, it's actually the full size. The main reason I have a full size is because I bring a dog with me, and it's nice to have a full size towel to dry her off if need be. This is another luxury item. It is a down pillow. I don't have to bring it, but I do. Let's set my camera down for a second. Gotta pull out my quilts. Alright, here's my dry sack. It's an event dry sack, and in it are my top quilt and my under quilt. Both of my quilts are from Hammock Gear. They are 0 Fahrenheit rated, and I have 2 ounces of overfill in them. So they're probably actually more like a -5, -10 rating. I'm not going to pull those out just yet. Okay, then on the outside of my pack still, I have my ECW CS Gore-Tex parka. I have my War Bonnet Superfly tarp. I keep that on the outside mainly so when I get to camp, if it's raining or otherwise foul weather, I can get my tarp up first before I take anything else out of my pack. Then I have a small bag here with my stakes and some S-spinners and my tarp guy lines. Let's get to the lid of my pack here. Toilet paper. Pair of snow goggles. May not bring those either, depending on the weather. Alright, next up I have my gloves. I have a pair of Smart Wool glove liners. I have a pair of Rag Wool fingerless gloves. Then I have a pair of Marmot Stretch wrist gaiters. Typically when I'm hiking, I'll actually have those wrist gaiters on and the fingerless wool gloves if need be. And I'm usually good with those while I'm moving. If I stop, I'll usually just stick my hands in my pockets or something until I get to camp. Then I'll put on my thicker gloves. Also have a pair of Outdoor Research Endeavor mitts. It's just a lightweight Gore-Tex shell. Alright, I'm going to stop because I'm running over the time and I'll be right back.